Welcome to the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news, Fanking, your towns, my towns, your cars, our cars, everyone's car, in a random meat bag from the scrote of a unicorn's dinosaur.
So straight up, we're doing the news.
Are we? No, we're not, Martin. We've got to do the retraction of last week's news.
I thought that was part of the news.
Is it? I think normally in a newspaper, like on the first page before you get into it, they have the retraction. So let's do the first retraction. Mazda's Skyactiv X, even though every article says no spark plugs and we said no spark plugs, because they said no spark plugs, what they actually meant was they're putting spark plugs in it, but they don't use them all the time.
But they're not going to use them most of the time, but sometimes they might if they want to.
It'll physically have a spark plug, but they won't use it if they don't need to. And Martin, and the other one?
Holland. No, the Netherlands. You're all
Yes.
over this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Last week we mentioned that the Netherlands and Holland were the same place.
They were.
Well, they actually still are.
Okay.
Except they're not. Because we did receive numerous emails from people saying that the Netherlands is the name of a group of different regions, of which Holland is some of those regions.
Yes, but not all.
But not all of them.
Yep.
And the main government website to travel to the whole region is holland.com. Because the whole region is commonly known as Holland, even though Holland is only part of it. It's like calling the whole of Australia New South Wales,
yeah.
And everyone just calls it New South Wales.
Yeah.
There's actually a place there, I think, called Zeeland.
Zealand, yeah.
And then that's when New Zealand got its name, because it's the new version of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just to educate y'all about the planet, because everyone wants to know about Holland. So in the 1800s, the area called Holland made the biggest contributions economically to the area known as the Netherlands. And as such, Holland has become the commonly used name to refer to the whole country.
And Dutch,
which is what we did.
people from the Netherlands are Dutch because they speak Dutch.
Yes.
And Friesland has cows in it. There's a fact for you.
Let's hit up the news. Martin, let's talk about number plates. Now, in Australia, everyone just gets given a number plate. They're yellow and they're black. They're government-issued ones. I think they're made in our jails, aren't they?
They
used to be.
They used to be. I don't know, they still
anyway,
are.
if you want to pay an extra couple of $100, you can get a black and white one, or you can pay an extra like $400 or $500 a year and get something that says like
customised, whatever
a customised thing. You be banging
too sexy, too freaky. Yeah.
Yeah, too fast for you. Evo Killer, V8 Munch. Anyway, but sometimes number plates just go berserk, don't they, Martin?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because people buy them and then sell them. Martin, tell us about what happened last week at the Shannon's Winter Classic auction.
So recently someone sold the number plate for, just the numeral 4, for $2.5 million, was it?
$2.45 million. There were two bidders, Martin. Two people that were like punting, like punters, is that what they're called when you're betting on something? Whatever.
Don't know.
Two people were going for it. It went for $1 million more than expected.
Unreal.
And so this is a conversation we've spoken about in the past about the value of something versus the perceived value of something. It's a bit of metal that's worth 10 cents.
Yep.
But it's got the stamp of number 4 in it and now it's worth millions of dollars. I mean, $2.45 million is a lot of money. That would buy you a car space in Sydney.
Yeah, mightn't buy you a house if you're lucky.
Probably not. Probably not the way things are going. But isn't that ridiculous?
It's because everyone knows. Does everyone know that you paid $2.5 million for your number 4? Because I would say there'd be a lot of people out there driving around on the road that they saw your Camry with 4 on it, would just go, cool, he's got a 4.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe people go, oh, that's a bit special, that's a bit different.
That's the thing about modified cars, though, because we've spoken about this in the past. You could get an R34 GTR V-Spec 2 NER. Then you could get a Hyundai Triberion with a body kit and a fart cannon on the back. Your average person will not know the difference. 2 hoons went past. They wouldn't care.
No.
One car's worth $200. A G-Spec that is a G-Spec. The G-Spot in the GTR, you'll be finger smashing that for like 150 grand.
Oh, more,
like, you know?
Absolutely.
No, probably like, I don't know, hundreds, anyway, of thousands of dollars. Your average person doesn't care. So why would someone spend $2.5 million on a number plate? I'll tell you why. We have no idea. I'm assuming it's status of some kind.
It's the
because
people
when
that
you have
know,
that much money and you just...
Because the people that know, and the people you're trying to impress know, and they're impressed, and you paid the money, you impressed someone, you had a good time, you got a little intrinsically valued thing squirting around in your brain somewhere and you went mad. Or, actually what it actually is, it's an investment.
instead of spending that $2.45 million, you could have spent $65,000 of it on the new 370Z Nismo.
Is that like an S15 bit?
No, it's like Nissan's second foray into the Nismo thing in Australia, because they did like a Nismo 35 GTR,
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
And now they're doing a Nismo 370Z. Let me tell you about the incredible features. My understanding is the 370s ain't selling too well.
Okay.
And I can kind of see, well, the platform's been around for ages.
It has.
I don't think it's like a super cool kind of a thing. Like if someone goes, I've got an 86, you go, oh, it's cool. It's kind of, it costs a bit of money.
Does it have a
not much
turbo
money.
yet?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, no turbo.
But it does have a retuned ECU, Martin, and 30% less back pressure, whatever that means. I mean, we know what that means, but we don't know what it actually means. Martin, you can get a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed automatic.
Cool.
And it's got retuned suspension, Martin.
Retuned?
Yep.
Someone plugged a laptop in?
No, suspension.
Yeah, right.
Retuned suspension.
Yep.
It does have the retuned ECU. It's got raised wheels, like 19-inch, and some stickier rubber on them. This is the other thing, Martin. It's got improved braking, but not the brakes, because my understanding is they're the same, and if they're not, someone will tell us, because they'll Google it. But the point is, on the press releases anyway, that it's like the brake lines are upgraded.
Oh, good. Do you like 370s and 350Zs? How do you feel about them?
I wouldn't own one.
You wouldn't own one.
But
I haven't experienced one yet.
But I haven't experienced one yet, only because I don't have $70,000 to spend on a 370Z.
On a two-door. Does that have back seats?
I don't know. Are they 2 plus 2 or 2?
Someone will tell us. They'll
Someone will
Google
tell
it.
us. They'll Google it. I'd Google it, but I don't want to. Anyway, what else have they got? I think they've got Recaro seats, Martin.
That's cool.
That's really cool. They'll be in a
That's cool.
beep all of that out. Beep that and blow my mouth out. Can't believe I just told everyone about your Hyundai and the Mitsubishi, our new Mitsubishi. I said it out loud on the thing. Anyway, we'll beep
Can we
it.
edit this?
Yeah, we'll edit it.
Edit
we'll
that bit
out.
where we said
anyway,
the thing about
it's
the
also got
steering.
a body kit with red bits on it for extra Nismo fastness.
Cool. What else is in the news?
That's it, mate.
Oh, good.
No, Queensland meat.
Oh, Queensland. That's exciting.
What? The
Bring your
Nismo's not
350
exciting?
and your 370Z to our Queensland meet, which is on the 30th of September this year, 2017. It's going to be a big, massive day of car shenanigans. We're going to bring a bunch of cars.
Yep.
Hopefully, they make it on the truck. Cresta, and we're going to bring the Mini.
Yes.
And a variety of other cool cars. We're going to take them out on the track. You can take your car out on the track as well. It's like a cruising session.
Yes,
so
you
it's basically
can.
like you all go out there with a number of other cars and you can kind of drive around and have some, runs up the straight and, basically have a cool time. Not worry about getting pulled over by the cops. And yeah.
It's going to be amazing. So you can get a driver's ticket. They're strictly limited. So if you want to actually bring your car and drive it, then you should jump on that straight away. If you want a passenger, that's the other cool thing we've got. You can actually passenger with someone as well. That requires a different ticket.
It requires a mate with who's driving on the track as well. So you can't just buy a passenger ticket and just jump on with anyone unless you make a new friend. If you make a new friend, you should jump in their car and be like, hey, bro.
But make sure you get a passenger ticket in advance. And the general entry tickets are discounted if you get them before the day. So they're $20. Some people have asked about kids. Kids under 12 are free, and there is going to be some kid stuff there on the day, like jumping castle and face painting and stuff like that. Those things are just paid for, they're done, but we are doing a gold coin donation for Reach Out, which is supporting mental health for young people. They'll be there on the day. So if you want to get your face painted or jump on a castle, you can throw a coin in there and it'll go to a really good cause.
So we recently went to Perth and did an event there. That was freaking awesome. Such a cool day. We can do the same thing in Queensland.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So there it is. We're going to put the doodle up so you can flick it. It'll squirt the tickets out at you. What happens with the tickets, Martin? Because a few people ask about that.
You get emailed a ticket. It's got a QR code on it. You go to the gate, you show them the thing, they go beep, and you walk through. And if you're doing driving, then your name will be on a list. You go and you got to sign a thing saying, yeah, I'm not going to be a dickhead, and if I'm a dickhead, I'll get kicked out.
And there'll be a driver briefing.
There's a driver briefing. They tell you what you can and can't do.
If you've never done it before, you're like going, oh, I don't know if I should. I'm like this is a Mighty Mods meet, which means all sorts of cars are there, good and bad. And we usually like the bad ones, as you've probably seen if you watch the other show we make. But this is the time to do it. Like a really cool community of people. The Perth one was great, and everyone's like, I was scared to go on the track. I didn't know what to do. You get your driver's ticket, go on the day, everyone will run through with you exactly what you've got to do, what the details are, and then you can get in your car and cruise around the track with us.
And any car will do. This isn't like 300k an hour top speed runs up the track. It's not a full-on track day. It's cruising session. So you can bring anything. There was a Hyundai Getz at the last one that was just having the best day ever.
So good. A four-door Getz. It was smashing it. So there it is. Queensland meet, 30th of September. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. And now let's hook it into, is that even legal?
This week in Is That Even Legal? We're going back to the Netherlands. Could be Holland, depending where it is.
We're going to Dutchland.
It is illegal to urinate in a canal.
That's fair enough.
Unless you're pregnant.
Really?
Then you're allowed. So you can't do it.
Wow.
Because you can't get
See,
pregnant.
in Australia, no one's allowed to urinate anywhere except for a toilet.
Yeah.
But
in
regardless.
In Europe, they have those like public urinals.
You have to pay.
No, but have you seen the public urinals where you don't? They trialed them in Sydney for a while as well. It's just like a wall, and instead of people like weeing all over the streets, it's just a little thing, and you walk into it and you can do it.
Oh, it's got walls and a door.
It's kind of got a wall, but you're still in public. Like
when we were in Germany last time, I went to go and use the toilet, and there's a turnstile. I couldn't get in.
Yeah, you got to pay the money, or
you have to pay
someone's there cleaning it. And you pay them. I'm cool with that. They got to clean that stuff all day. You're paying the money. It's good. Everyone.
So
wins.
there it is. Is this true? Are you from the Netherlands or the Holland region of the Netherlands? Do you speak Dutch? Can you please let us know if that's actually true or not?
And have you ever done it?
And have you ever done it? Martin, what are we up to, mate? We're up to weird stuff off the internet. Let's kick it. This week in weird stuff off the internet, we have no idea what we've got.
It's all blacked out.
It's something little. Cost $7 to send it. Let's see what it is, Martin. This is an exciting bit of the show because you just never know what you're going to get.
So we asked one of our mates to buy us a bunch of weird stuff on the internet because if we go and buy it, then we know what it is. And I want to be genuinely surprised. So one of our very good mates, we go, hey man, go on eBay and get us some mad stuff. And he does.
And he's got a 180, so we like him.
He's cool.
He's dirty and stinky like me.
Yep.
And he likes to drift. This week, Martin, it's something little. Are you ready? It is the smallest car in the world.
What?
Martin, let me run you through what the smallest car in the world actually does. This solar car, powered by solar energy, can directly start the engine in strong sunlight and keep running fast. It is eco-friendly, energy-saving, specially designed and fashionable, and without doubt, the perfect teaching aid for students.
Why would you not put a little note on it and then just set it free in the street like a message in a bottle and see who gets it?
That's amazing, Martin.
It's a solar car. Is it going?
Everyone, we're going to cut to some footage of the... Wait on, no, that doesn't make solar energy, does it?
No, probably not. Doesn't it like heat or something? I want to...
Does that do something, Martin?
Nah, you need like a big hot
No, we're going to cut to some footage of it now, cut and sick. Well, that was amazing, Martin. That's incredible.
The tyre's fallen off.
We need a big one of those, don't we? We need to sit on the top of it.
Go. This is the thing about solar power, though, isn't it? It doesn't work inside.
Well, who drives their car inside, though? So there it is.
How do you get into the garage in your solar car?
Martin, use a battery, mate. Let's hook into Fank of the week. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualising a product's name by taking a photo of it down near your crotch, usually in a public space. You can fank with a friend, fank with a mate, or you can fank with a stranger. You can fank with your dog on the end of a leash up a tree. Here we go, mate. Crack a nut. Boom.
Well done.
That looks delicious.
It does. I would give that a go.
Man, that's the jumbo sausage.
Unreal.
Every day. Just jumbo every day.
24 of them.
That's...
Oh.
I told you the story about my mate who, after that skateboard accident, had the balls oozing.
You did.
And they sizzled.
And it's paleo, gluten-free and vegan, so it's going to be really tasty. Oozing
delicious. Vegans incoming, comment section. Orlando Chubb.
Nice.
Watch it bloom.
Dog food.
Is it? Martin, that's the... Well done. That should probably be Fank of the Week.
That's very good.
Well done.
That's huge too.
Look at that, Martin. That's a real German sausage. Who wants a fake one? Why get a fake German sausage when you can get a real one?
That's a wiener.
Martin, this is the Cripple Croc Scrumpy. A Cripple Croc Scrumpy. I don't know.
Devonshire something.
It looks like you could either fuel your car with it or fuel a big night out.
Cook something in it.
No, that's the Snatch Madness. Don't even know what that product does. Sounds crazy. Martin, this is the Fenwick's
Ball
toe
cleaner.
ball. Oh, it's a ball. It's a wick and ball cleaner. That's amazing. Well done, guys.
Someone needs to invent that.
Martin, that's the longest banana.
Excellent. The longest.
No, it's the longest banana.
That's good.
It's like a giraffe's neck. Martin, that's the Joy Juice.
Joy juice.
Have we had that one before?
We may have, yeah.
But well done anyway.
Good. Well spotted.
Martin, this is Wood for Good Squirt. I think we had that as well. But it feels good to say the Wood for Good Squirt. Martin, that's a cockbite.
Wow.
Yeah.
Worst.
And of course, now is Fank of the Week. This is the Fank that we've chosen as the best Fank of the week. And this week it is, boom.
Giant
This is the
sack.
giant sack. Look at it. It's ready to be used.
job.
You can send in your Fanks to us at the Fanking Facebook page, which is Fanking Daily. It's facebook.com/Fanking Daily. We go through them each week. Some of them are too rude to share. They're just a bit rotten. But ones that aren't too rude to read and look at, we put on the show. So there it is. The thing is flashing on the thing. There it is. Martin, let's take us to a new place, man. I'm so hungry. Seriously.
Let's go
smash
to
myself some mad
mytown.
noodles and look at the mytown.
This week in mytown, we're going to Bavaria.
I love Bavaria. Martin.
Everyone goes on about Bavaria for a few
I've
reasons.
never
They
been
go
there.
on about it for greenery, beauty, German people, and beer.
Yes, and also a moule et frit.
That too.
Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Yes. What is it?
It's chips with stuff.
Yes. Well done, Martin. Mussels and fries. But Bavaria is a beautiful looking place. And this beautiful man is going to show us his video, which starts with some beautiful wind noise, which we asked not to include in the video. Cup the microphone, damn it. Cup it.
Cup it.
But
Always cup
no, Bavaria is great. And we're going to take you there now.
Hey guys, this is for the Unicorn Circuit, and this is my town. We're here in Bavaria, and over there you can see the Alps, and it's a beautiful sunny day. And down there is my favorite road for driving. It's being rebuilt right now, so I can go there. And this is my Volvo. It's a 1.6 and it's also a diesel, but it's turbocharged, and I love it very much. Okay, we'll start with my hometown, with the ugly bits. This is right in the center of my hometown, which is called Wessling. And last year, this building burned down. And since then, nothing has changed. And believe it or not, but it's been even uglier before it burned down. That over there is our airport. Yeah, this is where I live. And that's my dog. And there are horses here. And some beautiful, I think that's cherry trees or apple trees, I don't know. But they look good. I like it here. We have a lake right in the middle of our town. This part is not good for swimming, but it's clear water. And look at this. There's people living over there. We have lots of waterfront housing, and there's a swan back there. It's very tiny. It's just pristine. I hope you liked it, and I just now realized that I have another car and I need to show you this.
So there it is. That is Bavaria, people. We want
So
some
good.
more my towns. We want
So
my
good.
towns, Martin. Please send us a video of your town to mytown@theunicorncircuit.com. Here's what I want, Martin. I want a my town from South Australia.
Yes.
I want a my town from Texas.
Yes.
I want a my town from the Netherlands, anywhere, even the Holland region. And we want a my town from,
Quebec.
yes, and Africa. You've got the list. Do it. Do it right now. Martin, what are
Bit
we
of
up
iPhone,
to?
you can do it in a couple of minutes if you're clever.
Yeah.
What are we up to? Good question. We're going to do random eat bag.
No, story time.
Oh, do you have a story?
Yes.
Story time.
This week in Storytime, we're talking about free money. Have you ever found money, Martin?
Yeah, $2 when I was a kid at school, and I bought 4 ice creams with it because they were 50 cents each, and we just thought it was the best thing ever.
Wow.
$2.
That's amazing. See, I was on the train once with some friends of mine, and we found $20, and we were like 12 or 13 years old. And in fact, it was my mate's little brother that found it. And for some reason, he was like very diplomatically said, look, it's $20, there's 3 of us, so let's split it. He was going to take $10. And then his brother got $5, and I got $5 as well.
That's pretty
diplomatic. And with my $5, I bought a cassette tape. I bought Iron Maiden's Fear of the Dark. And I still have that cassette tape, and I just smashed it round and round and round and round. Now, I don't know if I told this story before, and I probably haven't, because why would I? But my brother had a mad scam going on, because back in the day when you had to record from cassette to cassette, you could buy these cassette decks that would do it in double time.
2-speed, I remember, yeah.
Like that. What my brother used to do, which was very clever, is he'd get the original cassette, then he'd get a screwdriver, and he would take off the screws from the outer case. He'd remove the spool of tape on the inside. He'd put that into the TDK whatever casing. Then he would copy it, and he'd get the copied tape, put it back in the original casing, and hand the person back their original Vanilla Ice cassette, which has now got a duplicate inside. And then he would have the original tape inside a fake-looking cassette, but he'd know that he was listening to one that was legit.
Wow.
He's a very successful guy now
That's very
too.
Clever, man.
So there it is.
All I did was disc swap a PlayStation 1 once or twice.
Did you?
It was like, boots up on that disc and then put the copied one in.
Amazing.
I never did that.
So have you ever found any money, and what did you do with it? Or have you won big at the gambling station? What are they called?
I don't know, casinos?
Tell us what you've done. We're keen to hear about it, and we're going to pick the best one and ignore it. All right, next up, everyone.
Random
Meat Bag.
Random Meat Bag is the section where we eat food from the unicorn food, Taste the Magic. Every week, a random food item is inserted into
Last
this bag.
week's food was great, man.
Oh, and this is going to be good.
Do you know how I know it's going to be good? Because I bought these ones.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering where these came from. Big Boss candy sticks, which are dynamite caramel. Now, the problem with last week, we did squid, and that was fine, except then he threw squid at me. That wasn't the biggest problem because the squid came off. The problem was...
The squid what?
It flaked into everywhere, into the ground and the carpet and everything, and then it smelt like squid urine for days. It's only just gone away today.
Yeah, it was grot, wasn't it? It was just...
And the bins, anyway. But this looks good. This is more on my alley.
So this is dynamite caramel. This is Australian made. Be treat-wise, Martin.
Okay.
Get to know your daily intake of treats. In Australia, they've just put a health system, which is not on this, and now we get 5 stars of whether things are good or whether they're bad.
Doesn't get any stars, does it?
There's no stars on this yet, but maybe they're not part of the system yet, Martin. Anyway, here it is. Apparently, it's been an Australian icon for over 50 years. How is that? That's damn good.
They're really good.
I think we earned that after last week's squid injection. There it is. Thank you for watching the show. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the people, Martin?
Last week I was ranting about the breakfast cereal I usually eat, but I can't eat anymore. I physically cannot eat it anymore. Just an update. Really, really upset my system.
Anything else, Martin?
That's it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is there nothing else you want to say?
That's it. Why?
No, nothing. That's fine. And happy birthday to me today. See you next time. You, man.